And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Dosunmu. And it's Shannon in at the shooting guard. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside for Randall. Lots of room. It's hauled in by Harris. And so MV will bring it up for the Pistons. Launches it. And again, it's the Pistons. From deep.
Displaying the range right there. Good to see MP taking and making that kind of shot.
Mr. Gobert. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Shannon. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. MP with it. Now defended by Gobert. Cunningham kicks to MP. Another three for Detroit.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Pass to Dosunmu. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shannon passes to Randall. Connects from three-point range.
Answering back at the other end, Randall showing no hesitation.
Harris outside. And here's MP for three. Another three for Detroit.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, JV Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, Coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Back over to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's MP, following the basket by Julius Randle. Harris dishes to Thompson. On the wing, MP. The three. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens,
simply Timberwolves trail by 14. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Naz Reid. Conley out there with Bones Highland. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. And it's Phillips in at the 4. And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team. And with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
Pass to Holland from 11 feet away. Another shot, and Green with the lay-in. Green's got his first points in this one.
How frustrating for the defense if you get the stop but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Reed. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. And here's MP for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. MP's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves.
Pass to Berenger. Here's Conley. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
MP against Conley. A 3 from MP. Another 3 for Detroit.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Reed misses. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. And here's MP for three. The Pistons rebound. And that one's on target from the wing. LeVert's got 5 points so far.
You know, these are exactly the shots, guys, the coaching staff wants LeVert to take because they know it gets him going.
Highland's shot is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last.
Getting it done for the Pistons. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Welcome to the 2K Sports. So how much does winning an award like this boost a player's confidence?
Well, I know it would have done a ton for Kenny's confidence if he ever got one.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Detroit Pistons. And that is a wrap.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Cade Cunningham out there with MP. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win.
And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Conley out there with Bones Highland. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 side. To the paint, here's Holland. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Holland's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pistons. To the wing on the left, Latrey. Rebound, Detroit. Holland's got 6 rebounds now in the game. MP outside. Releases. And that one off the back of the rim and in. MP's got 30 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Randall. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And McDaniels with the block.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
Here's Highland. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. MP kicks to LeVert. And here's MP for 3. He can't get that one to fall.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Back to McDaniel. Here's Reed. Traps in the tray.
Reed has a pretty proficient three-point shot. He's a big guy who loves to stretch the floor, too.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. Angelo Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So, GA between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, The NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Highland. Off target from three-point range. Here's MP. And he drops it in from the low post. MP's got 4 points in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And stolen by MP. Pass to Herter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touched by MP.
Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there. That was wild.
So for the Pistons, Harris comes in for Green, and it's Cunningham in for Kevin Herter. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Gobert checked in for Reed. No one near Conley as he lets it go. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Cunningham kicks to Harris. MP looking around. It's good from long range. MP's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Conley, the pass to Highland. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists in the game.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
MP finds Stewart. A three from MP. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 41.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
A three ball. Randall no good, and it's Detroit's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
MG fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the block shot total, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
Bounce pass Conley. McDaniels outside. Off target from outside. Now the Pistons with it. They're on a 16-5 run. And here's MP for three. Another three for Detroit.
Wow. What can you say?
Minnesota shooting 43% from the floor. Conley, and the layup's good off the glass.
Right there, Conley working his magic inside. He is crafty near the rack.
Conley against MP. Fires from 18. The shot is good off the backboard. MP's got 51.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Highland finds Randall. And he banks in the layup. Randall's got 20.
You know, guys, every year Randall seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
That one from long range.
With very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Conley, here's Highland, offline with his 3.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Here's MP. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Conley against MP. Gobert dishes to Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. A different look here for Detroit. Green, he's checked in for Harris. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Now Randall. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Detroit making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And here's MP for three. And another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And even 3-on-3 break. Green kicks to MP. And got it! Another basket. That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
No one near Huerter as he lets it fly. Pass to Reed. Here's Holland. Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. A second chance effort. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And slam dunk by Gobert. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 5th foul. Stewart's checked in for the Pistons.
Now returning on the floor for your Pistons, number 28.
Gobert the pass to Randall. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
A nice shot by MP.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
The three for DiVincenzo. And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert so good around the rim. Had that shot back before the defense could do anything with it.
Pass to MP from deep three-point territory. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's DiVincenzo. Holland with the rebound. Holland's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And a deep three from MP. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Randall no good. It's stolen by Gobert. Shoots over Huerter. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home.
With the postseason in our sights now, What's more important to have, home court advantage or momentum, Greg?
I'd argue both, B.A. I mean, if I had to choose one, I'd say momentum, just because you want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs.
A look at the Pistons starting group. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cunningham is out there with MP, and it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's MP. Back to Cunningham. Detroit moving the ball around. From deep, MP. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
How about the confidence right there by young MP, just stepping right into that 3.
Lowry into the lane. Misses in close. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Last time they met in Detroit.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Yeah, the reserves added another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
Now here's George. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, that felt like PG was baiting the defenders there. Great use of the pick.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. Back to MP. Fires a 3. And Detroit another 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The 76ers have gone 1 for 3 so far. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Philadelphia. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Now here's MP, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lowry surveys the D. Oubre against Thompson. Oubre can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
From deep. And again, it's MP with a 3. MP's got 12 points.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Now here's MP. He's got 12. Pass to Cunningham. On the wing, Thompson. Back to MP. 5 to shoot. And Detroit another 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And here's a guy who's been playing his heart out, and it's earned him the Player of the Month award for the East. MP.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Now here's George. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. MP with it, picked up by Lowry. MP, that one's good.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Can they get it? And the finish by Embiid as he lays it in. Embiid's got his second bucket on the night.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Here's MP. Again, the Pistons score.
Getting it done from the in-between area, MP just taking what the defense gives him.
Harris against George. Oh, stolen by Harris. MP scanning the floor. Pass to Harris. Here's Thompson. Back to MP. Jacks up a 3. And it's Harris. That time on the assist by MP.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Here's Edgecombe. No points so far. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games. The fourth spot held by Detroit.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
MP shot is good.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
George outside. Embiid a screen on Harris. Nails it from 3.
And George hits him with the clapback 3.
Here's Cunningham. A 17-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
And also active defensively. 2 blocks to go with kind of his overall floor game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
76ers trail by 21. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Embiid. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And we'd be remiss not to mention his incredible rebounding, just a force on the backboard.
And just refusing to give up second chance points. Excellent defensive rebounding.
MP, the pass to Cunningham. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
3 points.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
3-pointer Embiid. And Cunningham pulls it down. Embiid's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Edgecombe. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Screened by Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Edgecombe, no good. Detroit dictating the flow. The teardrop. And the play by Cunningham as he finishes it off for 2. Cunningham's got 5 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And the 76ers call time here. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for MP.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
Now here's Embiid. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Lowry against MP. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Embiid misses.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Harris, the shot is good.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy that really helps pull this team together.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Now here's Oubre. No points yet. Pass to Edgecombe. Now here's Oubre. Lowry, right side. Philadelphia with another miss. Here's Harris. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Grimes, he's checked in for the Sixers. Watford comes in for Lowry, and the foul called on MP.
Substitution on the court.
MP against Lowry. Philadelphia moving it around to the left side wing. Pass to Edgecombe. Just 5 on the clock. Inside, Embiid. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Embiid's got 6 points.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
We've got Edgecombe. He's out there with Kyle Lowry. Joel Embiid is out there with Quentin Grimes. And it's Barlow in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Lowry, no good.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
On the wing, MP. He's guarded by Lowry. Pass to Holland from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
It's tipped and stolen by Stewart. Puts it up again. The Pistons score.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
Here's Barlow. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
This game will get even further away from them if they can't protect the ball. You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And the 76ers making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Tobias Harris checked in for Detroit. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He ended up with...
So it's Detroit destroying the competition as they end the quarter with a colossal 40-point lead. Great team defense on Paul George. They're limiting what PG is doing out there. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Good to have you with us with the season in.
Checking out the Pistons, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Pistons.
Well, they were.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I'm...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. He stepped up and gave them a big lift.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
And Detroit, let's look at who they've got. Harrison Duran together in the middle. MP is out there with Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3, small forward. And a foul called on MP. The 76ers shooting 35% so far in this one. Trendon Watford is out there with Quentin Grimes. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Baldwin in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk. The Pistons shooting with some fire. 66% in this one. MP, the pass to LeVert. And here is Green. Pass to Stewart. Back to MP. Just 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Unloads. And Grimes pulls it down.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Tipped. MP outside. Holland. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, nice pass by MP. You know, he knows how to run an offense.
Grimes up top. Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. Ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
Detroit moving the ball around. And here's LeVert for three. Gets the three to fall.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
To the middle. It's Grimes on the wing. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Embiid, a screen on LeVert. Grimes' shot is off.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
And they're pushing it up. Watford with it. Green picks him up. Baldwin, the pass to Embiid, and it's good. 2 points. Embiid's gotten 4 this quarter.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
MP's shot is good.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Pass to Baldwin. Now here's Embiid. Here's Baldwin beyond the arc. Rebounded by Green. And here's LeVert. Back to MP. There's the three. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside Grimes. Now, Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
And that one's good. Stewart.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Baldwin, the pass to Watford. It's good.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Pass to Holland. Back to MP. Fires from deep. He drops it from range. MP's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Grimes' shot is off.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Philadelphia has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Grimes with the ball. Now LeVert defending. Launches it. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Grimes. And the three off target.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
Boy, 5th foul. Yeah, they're going to have to hide him on the defensive end from now on.
A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Paul George, he's checked in for Barlow. Oubre comes in for Baldwin. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Grimes. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Watford. Lowry outside. And again, unable to change momentum here. MP outside. Puts up a deep three. Another three for Detroit.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Here's Edgecombe. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And as the rookie Edgecombe gets stronger, these baskets should become more routine. Just nice focus on that finish.
Pass to MP. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Over to the wing. Down low, Lowry. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Playing way bigger than his 6-foot height. Lowry scores it inside. He just plays with so much heart.
Back to MP. Pass to Stewart. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's MP. He's guarded by Lowry. Here's Lanier. Over Edgecombe. Joel Embiid with the board.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Now George. Screen by Embiid. Launches a 3. The rebound by Detroit.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
MP finds LeVert out to the right wing. Now here's MP. Here's Lanier. The three-pointer off the mark. Lowry against MP. He can't get it to go.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Holland gets the bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Pure from three-point range.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
MP outside. It's LeVert on the wing. Pass to Lanier. Back to MP. To the wing, right side. From downtown. And Lanier gets it to go.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
George draws the double. To the inside. And Lowry with the basket on the assist by Embiid.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Stewart outside. A deep 3 from MP. And the Pistons, another 3.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Lowry, the pass to Embiid, and the foul called on MP. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. Richard, when you look at career longevity for NBA players, and so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle. That never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent.